I have come to realize that when a couple has a problem in their marriage, the partner or the one who starts reporting the other partner to the third parties always ends up the one winning, being favored and go blameless. People tend to side with the one who starts reporting or complaining first. And in most cases, people tend to side with the women because by nature, women are so loquacious and vulnerable and more emotional. They can be emotionally manipulative at times. They sometimes hotly admit their own shortcomings. In as much as nobody is perfect, so too you, the man or woman, have your own flaws and mistakes you contributed to the problems you have in your marriage. So while telling outsiders and accusing your partners, please let them also know your role you played in contributing to the misbehavior of your partners and to the problem you are having in your marriage. Some women or even men will sometimes say, I told him or her to do this or that for his or her own good. Yes, you told him or her all that. But did you check out how and the way you told him or her? Remember, the tongue is the plate that you serve the food with. If the plate is dirty, no matter how delicious and spicy the meal is, you will lose appetite and rather die of starvation. That is one of the reasons most spouses in marriages or partners in relationships don't take to advice from their partners, because most often these corrections are being served on the plate of anger, bitterness, frustration, and disrespect. How then do you expect your partner to stick to it? It's just like a child. You can't continually beat up a child, yet you expect him or her to enjoy the meal you present before him or her. The people that a partner is very close to or always communicate with will definitely side with him or her when they have marital issues. Those that are against a partner or their frenemies will seize this opportunity to prove their hidden hatred or identity. They always support anybody that is against you without even hearing from your own side of the story. There are the people who, no matter what the partner tells them about you, they will call you and find out from you not to condemn you, but to listen to you and tell you your flaws if need be, yet accept you and give you the helping hands to resolve your issues. And most often these people are your family members and very trusted friends. Here is my piece of advice to anybody who has received or who receives complaints from a partner in a relationship or marriage. Please take this piece of advice very seriously. When a partner reports his or her spouse's misbehavior to you, please, most often it's a trap to you. Let me tell you why is it a trap. Number one, you will fall a prey of hypocrisy, siding with the partner because you want to keep a good image of you in his or her mind. Number two, do you or did you seek to know why the partner misbehaved? If you did or do you or did you ask the partner what he or she did to make the other partner misbehave that way? If you did you ask what are the shortcomings of the partner that brings the issues to you? Since nobody is perfect, so too he or she is not perfect in his or her marriage. If he or she didn't tell you and admit his or her own flaws, then the complaints are subjective, biased, and overruled. How can you then resolve a problem when the complainant is proven to be a saint? If you did you call the other partner to ascertain the veracity of the complaints levied against him or her by the spouse? If you did, when you called the other spouse to find out, did you start accusing him or her of what the other partner told you? Or did you try to resolve it amicably and give him or her the room to speak to you? If you didn't do all of that, then you are also biased. You can be seen worse of an enemy to the couple than the way the spouses see each other in the crisis. And be mindful, in case they ever reconcile, you'll be ejected from their lives and union and be seen as an active enemy to their progress. And also, sometimes a partner might bring a problem to you against the spouse, not because he or she really hates the spouse or wants to separate from him or her. Since this life is so boring, most especially in the Western world, people talk a lot, gossip, and cross boundaries due to loneliness and frustration. A spouse might comically speak negatively of his or her partner to you as a joke or as a slip of tongue, and you carry on for your head and start adding meaning to it: Maggi, salt, pepper, even a pot of soup that does not need onions like arrow or yellow soup. You start adding them inside without even realizing yourself. because you've been jealous of the union and looking for the moment to speak evil or ill of him or her. In this case, you are not only discrediting the other partner, you are also hurting the feelings of the spouse with you, because you are destroying his or her trust in his or her partner, making him or her regret his or her relationship or marriage. Many marriages or relationships that have separated today and find it very difficult to be mended is as a result of third parties' influences, not even the problems. Many people feel their pride and reputation have been tampered upon, most especially men, by their partner reporting them to outsiders, strangers, and enemies. Marriage is reputation and dignity. What you prioritize is what you are definitely or eventually married to. Some prioritize nyash. Obviously, they are married to nyash. Some wallet, some character, while some brains, and so on. Once reputation is destroyed, trust is destroyed. And once trust is destroyed, love is broken, and eventually the marriage or the home. Here is my humble advice to everyone hearing this, married or single. Please tame your tongue and keep your marriage before you blame it for its wreckage. Thank you very much. Remember, ignorance is a deadly disease. A word to a wise is sufficient. Todo Rabba.